in the middle of Eurovision rehearsals, now joined by the gods from Australia, Electric Fields. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Really good, thank you. Really, really good.
Yeah, feeling good. Absolutely. We're looking forward to doing some laundry.
Yeah, is that
5 days, and after this, we get to do laundry. It's
Yeah.
exciting.
is that exciting?
It's probably the excitingest thing I've ever wanted to do since I've been here. That's weird.
That's not true.
How many bags have you brought?
Oh,
I got two, yeah, and then
Yeah.
3 more that Kai has to.
yeah.
drag
I
along
think
our stylist.
between us, there's about 7 check-in luggages. So there's a lot, but also remember you've got the performance outfit,
Carpet,
the
press,
the
everything.
turquoise
yeah.
carpet, and all of the extra performances, and then and then also you want to be able to wear what you feel like wearing on the day, so you have to bring
That's
extra.
what I'm like.
You have to bring extra for that.
I brought 2 weeks of clothes too, because I was like, you sometimes have to pick at the night what you want to wear, right?
Completely.
So you guys joined the Eurovision bubble a little bit later than everyone else, of course, because, pre-parties coming over that early while you're still in rehearsals, for you guys, is a little more tricky. Did you feel
Yes.
immediately welcomed when you guys got here and met all the rest and everything like that?
Yeah, the generosity and the feeling of the beautiful smiles and just the production team as well, and being embraced in a really loving way. We were like, okay, these people, everybody operates from the creative tapestry, from the creative consciousness, so we're all related. So it felt really, really easy for us to transition when we got to land and share the stage for the rehearsal moments that we had on the big stage, and just the production team behind that stage as well, just so sweet. Everybody's just it's just really calm, to be honest, and it's a nice way to start. And that first rehearsal we did, that was probably the first time we ever performed One Milkali live to a moving audience that were the production team.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
And a couple of mannequins.
And
a couple of mannequins sitting in the audience.
But really welcome.
There's a real community here. I think there's 17 countries at this hotel, and Joost is here as well. But all of the artists have so much love and openness for each other that it feels like family, because we're all sharing this together, and the connection is just mega encouraging. It's beautiful. It's really, really, really beautiful.
Yeah, and there's a sense of openness as well. There's nothing really closed, and we all know, I feel, that what the job is to do to give to the audience and the 150 or 90 million people is a very important job for us, but at the same time not taking it too serious, but being ourselves, each and every one of us, so we can get the job done. We are healers at the end of the day, and that's what Electric Fields does, and that's what I'm assuming and just feeling from all of the other contestants, that's what they do, and that's what we're going to do. And then that's just what Eurovision stage just creates, is that portal and that giving and that caring, and we need it, especially in these times. And I feel like a lot of people are going to be touched and to feel themselves and celebrate themselves and take away from this having a better sense of themselves and make better decisions for themselves. And that's what we want people to do, especially for our song, because it is a deep song. It's this song is actually 2000 and whatever's twin sibling, because we wrote it at the same time in 2019, and for them to have a nice bubblegum version of this experience with the Eurovision community, they get the deeper twin, where it challenges you to really think about your positioning in the world and how you have a relationship with your psyche, and the way to move the saboteur away from the microphone and put it backstage and not have it so as the lead vocalist in your head. And for you to get that together and then build the relationship with nature and the external side of things, and for you to just enjoy this temporariness of what you are, because that's what we all are at the end of the day, and be comfortable knowing that you enter into the world and you have to exit. So this in-between moment, like, do some good make some good choices. Look, think anew. Like, play with patterns, like, or understand what the edges are on that pattern. And One Milkali, just blood cells in itself has beautiful patterns. And when you travel, and when we traveled over here, this country has beautiful patterns and shapes, and the way that the tonal greens and the tonal of, well, how we think those colors are. Like, it's the world is so different when you put it in with a different perspective and going in without being too conditioned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that hard to do when you're in this kind of like rhythm of Eurovision and you still have to compete and stuff like that, to still focus on that part of the psyche and really be in the moment and focus on the intention?
Yeah, and because of the work and what people are doing and whether they know it or not, like the place and the frequency where you're coming from is from a consciousness that we don't really get to see. Like this meditation thing that people do, they try to get there. And with what we want to do, we want to we want to be a part of, like, we can all get through that together. Like, it's not really an individual person's job to break through that that beauty that is new, that is unknown. And I would like to experience that this lifetime, or a part of the collective and not in just oneself, because I feel like it's just way much more beautiful when you're a flock. And right now with this Eurovision moment, we're a flock, and our job is, even though we're all representing each other's countries, we're all one at the end of the day, and we're doing a job that is going to heal people, but there's opportunities for the anew to be there, and we're going to leave this experience when it's done, the Eurovision experience, and we're going to take what we learnt from this and hopefully collaborate with all of the other contestants and write songs like we did with Kano, and build that relationship and have it forever. Do you know what I mean? And then for an example, just setting something up and working with the power that Eurovision holds. I'd like to be an extension of that. After everything is done. Yeah, because I care about people so much, and I care about learning about myself. I don't know all of the answers, but I'd like to go in with like-minded people, and with jumping in conversations with no conclusions. Like, I like that. And that's what our song does. Am I talking too much? I'm sorry.
No, baby.
No, I love the stream of consciousness.
Yes.
That's good. I think that's what a real conversation is, where you get to talk and it's not just answering a quick question like that. Yeah. I'm wondering, when you wrote this song, did you immediately have a visual component to it in mind, even before knowing that it would end up going here to Eurovision, or did that come later in the process?
Well, I will say there's a few reasons for the lyric. But the visual of the very opening line, I stand in the eye of the spiral, it's not only kind of as an individual feeling small, you matter, but you're small in the face of the vast universe, but it's also talking about standing on the Eurovision stage, because we wrote it specifically for Eurovision, nice. Even though that was 5 or 6 years ago when we did write that. So that visual of I stand in the eye of the spiral is literally something that every artist on the Eurovision stage will experience. But every morning that you wake up, you're in the eye of the spiral of your own life, and just sort of understanding the kind of, it's the smallest and the most giant thing at the same time, like the 0.618.
Yeah, the golden ratio.
The golden ratio, which we see in the shape of galaxies. and we see in the shape of the smallest petals on flowers. It's like this sort of mystic mathematics. It's like a secret language of creation that reminds us that if the most giant galaxies have a pattern connected to the smallest flower on this planet, then surely our human family is deeply connected. And it doesn't matter what language you speak, we do share the same blood.
Yeah. And I'm wondering also, you are introducing a new language to the lexicon of Eurovision this year, of course. That comes with a lot of joy and pride, but it might also come with a little bit of, like, I think, did it come with a little bit of pressure as well, that this will always be the first time that that language is heard for the first time in Eurovision? It will always be referenced as that? Or did you not think about that at all?
I don't think we feel pressure for that.
It's just in our it's the fabric of electric fields, so it's our identity, and it's just we later then found out that it's there's a history being made using one of Australia's oldest languages and showcasing that, and showcasing the yidaki, the didgeridoo as well. So we've got two elements that are that's never been on this stage before. And
Wild.
yeah, and I think it will be what it will be, and we're like slow burners, so we like everything that we do and everything we touch. It's seeding, and then the thing will grow. Like, the song might not make any sense to a lot of people now, but it will make sense. Like, it's the after effects, and we that's just one of the things that happens to electric fields. Like, we can write you a nice little pop song and give you all your body what it needs and go do, but we like challenging ourselves, and we like challenging the spaces that we go into, not in a malicious way, but in a thinking way, because we're trying to figure it out as well. Yeah. And it's an invitation to the collective, like, how do we do this, and can we do it together? Like, we're very playful people, and the music that we write is very playful and serious, so it's got like joyfulness, but it also has sorrow in there as well, because we both come from sorrow places. Like, everybody experiences hurt in a really weird way, and we have created a space for ourselves on how to heal that, but also understand it and its way of thinking and how you hold on to it, and it works for us, and I think that's why people like our music and they enjoy that, because they put a question mark to it all the time, and it's like, that's good. The question mark means go and investigate what it is, because that belongs to you. We did our work, and we're still working on it.
Yeah.
But
a lot. It's almost like we create.
Did I even answer the question?
Baby, you're giving us life. So
you're giving sermons. I love it. No, it's good.
But it's a medicine we create for ourselves, and because of that human connection, other people can use the medicine for themselves. You know, I mean, because we're all kind of teasing apart the fabric of the universe together. And when you use that honesty and that vulnerability, other people kind of go, me too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And this whole experience, man, it's like an art gallery. Like, if there's an exhibition happening, you just got to, like, just embrace what's on the wall, listen to it, get all your, like, just don't even judge, just shut your mouth and just watch it.
Love it.
Just treat it as if it's,
just
shut your mouth and watch it. Like, it's art, and look at the composition and the palette of spirit that's being used in it, the actual colors that are being put into it, the emotion that they're pouring in that certain 30 seconds of that 3-minute song. Like the artist is telling you a story, and Europe is really good for art. Read your work, read the artwork with diligency.
I'm also wondering, I have this feeling when I looked at a lot of your live performances and stuff like that, there's still one key element missing from all the rehearsals that you've done, and that is that audience that will be surrounding you.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And in that 5 years, after 2000 and whatever and 2019, we went straight to work. We were on festival stages. We went and played with how we wanted the stage to go and how you rock left to right and engage and be honest with it and be a part of that. And then through that, we experienced that they're not just an audience. This audience is our co-workers of conjuring the other. And I'm looking forward for what happens in the arena here in Malmo, and just to swing around with it, dance with it, because it's choreography in itself, and we're doing our choreo, but I want to play the other choreo with the audience.
And I'm wondering, there's also needs to be a lot of time to relax here in Malmo. What did you guys bring in the suitcase to relax? Did you bring like a playlist of things to bring? Is there board games, books? What did you bring to relax?
I actually didn't bring anything, to be honest. I'm boring like that. I came to work.
Yeah.
Something I'm sure.
Well, Z's finding things here to help her relax.
That's on my phone though, and then you go ding, and it goes brunk. But it's really hard because them elevators, there's work there. I can't do it. I want someone to pop me.
I mean, honestly,
That actually hurt my quad. I'm sorry.
Oh no, injury! No. So what did you bring to relax? Is there something on the playlist to watch, to listen to?
Honest. It's pretty boring, but it's honest. There's something when the day is so busy and so hyper and so buzzed. Some trashy television.
Like what?
Like the Real Housewives of Auckland.
Okay.
Girls.
Yes.
The Golden Girls. Anything that, I say where really wealthy women argue with each other.
Oh, I love that. Same. It's either wealthy women or drag queens arguing. You got me. You have me right there.
Completely. And you know what? I think actually there's a new Drag Race All-Stars coming, All-Stars 9.
Yes.
So, I watched the teaser for that, which is very exciting.
Is there a UK one coming soon?
UK versus the World just ended.
Happened.
We'll get UK back in the fall. Yeah.
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 But it's, it's like we have
Courtney
Drag
will
Race.
be here soon too.
Oh, yeah, Courtney
We're
Act's gonna be
excited.
here.
There's more Drag Race girls coming. I can tell you. There's more Drag Race girls coming.
Australia?
No, not from Australia, but we've heard Nikki Doll will be here from France because she's commenting for France this year.
Beautiful.
And I heard that some other girls, also a recent winner, might appear here very soon.
Oh, will they rise like a phoenix or not?
Oh no, she'll be here, but
okay.
it's her name is more of a play on two different drinks, if you get what I mean. She won very recently,
Yep.
so she'll be here soon as well. I'm not allowed when this interview goes out. I don't want to spoil the secret just yet. But speaking of queer representation, there's a lot at Eurovision this year. We're seeing a lot of different queer representation. We're seeing, two non-binary contestants. We're seeing Denmark send a black queer woman for the first time. You guys are here. How important is that for you as a queer person to see the width of the queer community represented instead of just, let's be honest, gay men?
Gays.
Yeah.
White gay men.
I don't think it's not a coincidence that this has happened, and it's not it didn't happen purposefully like this. It's not because of the queerness. It's just that energy, and when them babies are brought into the world, they are the ones that know how to maneuver and entertain the household. And these babies are now on a global stage. We are on this global stage. It's because we've been doing it, and people relied on that joy and that focus and that pick-me-up energy and the focus and the learning of it all. That rainbow blood is we're made for these types of stages because we've been practicing in the kitchen and in the lounge room and freely because we've been loved by or whoever's nurturing us at that time. Then we get palmed off to places like this. So I think it's just it's just what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing is a lot of art and meaningful storytelling is born of struggle, and queer people have had to work harder to find acceptance and have had to work much harder to get to know thyself, because quite often we're forced to hide or forced to feel unsafe. So there's actually a very deep strength that comes with having to fight for acceptance and having to know thyself in an uphill manner. And as a result, there's a deeper strength in storytelling and creativity. And also,
And there's a teaching as well in it, eh?
there's just there's a beautiful creativity in the queer community, which I am just so proud of us. I love our community. I'm so proud to be a part of the queer community. Every color of our rainbow, every letter in our QWERTY keyboard of our LGBTQI, LMNOP+++, because welcome, bring them in, come under the umbrella. We're gonna look after each other, and and we are beautiful.
Yeah, and you're also adding towards it with a little bit of queer joy, which I think is also important to show, right? I think from my perspective, seeing queer joy in the States, the way we've seen your rehearsal footage, there's clearly queer joy in there as well. And I think that's really important to see.
Absolutely.
2 more questions before I let you go. First of all, I heard you guys are having a lot of fun with our Dutch entry, Ooo Papa.
Yes.
What is it about Ooo Papa that you immediately connected with?
My gosh.
Can you do the thing first?
Okay, yeah. So, anyway, that's sort of that vibe.
That's amazing. Is that a technique you've learned? Is that something traditional to?
I worked out from
Daft Punk. It's a human vocoder.
Yeah, yeah.
Iconic.
But what I love about Joost is, and getting to know him a little bit more as well, I already loved him as an artist from the song, because it gives us such a beautiful pop sensibility and so much for the ears to gag over, and yet it's deeply authentic, it's deeply vulnerable, and he's sharing something that is engages the heart. And I love it. I love this. I love the piece of art, and I really respect that vulnerability. And on top of that, I've come to realize he's more of a performance artist, and he uses comedy to actually say something a lot deeper. And it's a question, and it's a bit subversive, but it's very welcoming. And if Joost takes it out this year, I will be cheering. Yeah. I will be cheering for that for sure. But vote for us too.
He carries something.
He's
so
beautiful.
He's a breath of fresh air,
A
and
good
just
soul.
really sharp. Just like.
And then the final question. Of course, the goal is those 12 points, doing well in that competition. But what for you personally is the spiritual victory you want to achieve at Eurovision?
The spiritual victory. I love that question. I mean, the fact is, we're sharing an idea that we as individuals and we as electric fields needed to hear ourselves. If we can bypass the barriers and remove the borders between us, the us and themness, knowing that if the largest vast elements of the universe and the tiniest little elements share lineage and share patterns and share a mystic language, then surely we can connect deeper and stronger. And even though that's a big idea, the more people that give that energy, the closer we're going to get in general, and the more loving relationships we'll experience. For me, that is the spiritual victory.
We're in the victory at the moment. It's just when we shoot on the day where it goes bang and all of us do our job. That is that I'm looking forward for that shoot and what's happening on the TV and what people are receiving. In that moment, for I think it goes for over an hour of entertainment. I can't wait to be a part of that victory because we got to contribute to that. However we rank, you know, we're a part of that tapestry.
Well, I think we are also very happy that you are part of the tapestry of the 2024 Eurovision kind of tapestry smorgasbord, as they say here in Sweden, of music. And we can't wait to dance to One Blood, One Milkali next week. We'll be in the audience. Yes. We'll be standing there. We'll be giving you some energy
and
back.
More flow thing. Like it's
groovy.
One there. Just dodge the hate. Like just to them. Like what little Kim was doing with the airplane. It's that.
I love that.
It's like the whole body. Like just matrix it.
Slow-mo the thing out of it.
Yeah, that's the moment.
Electric Field, thank you so much. Enjoy this Eurovision experience, and we wish you all the luck next week.
Thank you so much.